Hello, wrestling fans. Let's talk about what happened on Friday Night SmackDown for May the 15th, 2026. Show opened up with superstars arriving in hometown. Hero Trick Williams came out with Lil Yachty and had a mascot for one of the sports team, apparently, or maybe when he went to college. I don't know. Huge response to the fans because it's his hometown. He started talking about how, growing up there, great moments at this restaurant, at the shop mall, stuff like that, like what led to his career and stuff. Thanked his mom and dad and ringside, family members. And The Miz, Kit Wilson interrupted. Led to a open match. Because The Miz didn't like that Trick Williams was getting this special treatment because this is his hometown and that, and he doesn't deserve to be United States champion. The Miz wants a belt again. Nick Dawes made the opening match. It was a very good action-packed match. Trick Williams shoots that bell ring, just attack The Miz, stomps in the corner, punch Fury by Miz by the ropes, knocked him down. Irish whip pulled up, bookend him. That was cool. Miz went outside the ring to regroup. Trick Williams went right after him. And Miz got in the ring, and as Trick Williams went to get in the ring, referee didn't see Kit Wilson hit a running clothesline. Knocked down Trick. Miz went outside, got Trick Williams, got him in the ring, drop kicked the leg, spiked it with a DDT, delivered like a dozen yes kicks, even hit the Skull Crusher finale. Trick kicked out. The Miz couldn't believe he kicked out of that sequence of moves. Went out of the ring, got a Kindle stick. And as we get back at the ring, Yachty grabbed it away from him, started hit Kit Wilson across the back with a Kindle stick. And Miz was distracted, turn around, trick shot. Just like that, Trick Williams picked up the win. Good opening match. I just wish it went longer than it did, but it was action-packed from the get-go, which I liked. Ricky Stentz took on the return of Carmelo Hayes, who's back from a knee injury. They had a backstage segment where Carmelo Hayes says, "You're new around here. I'm going to show you this is my turf, my show, and I want back my United States title. What better way than to get a win over you?" Great match these guys put on. I gotta admit, Ricky Stentz did very good working with Carmelo Hayes. Like, they just clicked perfectly. Ricky Stentz did mess up on Tornado DDT off the ropes, made up for a run-in Tornado DDT after he crossed the ring off the ropes, spiked Carmelo Hayes, did a toss-up boss man slam, body slam into like a brain buster. That was cool. Carmelo Hayes had the running code breaker, 3 super kicks in a row, slingshot clothesline, whiplash style. Ricky Stentz down onto the mat, stumped away at him, went for his DDT off the ropes. Ricky Stentz caught him, like pulled him off the ropes, big boot him in the face. Went to do his finisher. Carmelo Hayes flipped over, counter that, snap suplexed him. Then they started exchanging roll-ups. And Ricky Stentz got his foot on the ropes. Referee caught him, stopped doing the count. Carmelo Hayes rolled him up, got the foot on the ropes, stole the win. That was awesome. Way to go, Carmelo Hayes. Damian Priest took on Tama Tonga. Before this match, a couple backstage things happened. Solo told Tama Tonga before he headed out there that your goal is to not only win, but it hurt Damian Priest, so him and Tama Tonga to win the tag team titles. Tama is like, yeah, I get it. And then when Solo and Tama Tonga left, Nakamura walked up and basically told Tom, like, come on, man, just leave these guys. Let's reform the tag team we have back in Japan. Tama Tonga attacked Nakamura because he told him last week to stay away from his family's business, and he just beat the living crap out of Nakamura backstage. Chokeslammed him through a table. Tama didn't even want nothing to do with it. He just went to the ring, and Damian Priest was then shown talking to R-Truth and told him to stay in the back and do not come out because you're not 100% cleared. And then Truth saw Wars Keys, walked up to him and said, hey, thanks for the help last week, making the save, and wants him to form a new Judgment Day. That was hilarious. Wars Keys, I'll think about it. And Damian Priest like, dude, I don't trust him. Because if you notice, every time he gets involved in a match or saves someone involved when like Solo, Tama Tonga beat up somebody, they don't attack him. Because Damian Priest is trying to recruit him. So I don't trust him yet. Great match these two guys put on. Hard-hitting action, man. Tama Tonga just drawer Damian Priest on the outside, running clothesline off the steel steps, smashed his face off the ring post, got him in the ring, ground pound attack. What, man, vicious body shots, brutal shots to the face. Damian Priest fought back, Falcon Arrow, spin kick melee, running, jump up elbow shot, knocked out Tama Tonga. Ran, Tama Tonga caught him, delayed DDT, and planted him right on the mat big time. Running, sliding clothesline, kept Damian Priest down, kept him grounded. Damian Priest fought back, went for the razor's edge off the top rope, and as he went to toss him, Tama Tonga flipped and applied a sleeper. That was an amazing way he counted that. It was awesome. Damian Priest flung him off his shoulders, off his back, ran right into a clothesline for Tama Tonga. Then Damian Priest won it with a sit-down chokeslam. He won it cleanly. After the match, Solo and Tama Tonga showed up. Samoan spiked Damian Priest. No R-Truth. Hey, he paid attention. He stayed in the back. Like, Damian Priest had nobody's fault but his own right there. 2 Wyndham tag matches happened. Brie Bella and Paige were frustrated from back-to-back attacks last week from Judgment Day, Last Legend, Nia Jax. So they want to take out the frustrations on a tag team tonight. So they went at it against Kaden James and Julia, non-title. Before the match, Nia Jax, Last Legend, approached the champion and said, look, regardless whoever wins Monday night between you, Roxanne, Regal, we get the winners at Saturday night's main event next week for the tag team titles. And Paige and Brie Bella was like, well, you're looking at who you're going to be facing. Because they're pretty confident they can defeat Judgment Day on Raw. I'm not so sure because Liv Morgan's going to be in the corner, right? So it's 3-on-2 there. Very good match. Brie Bella started off. Top rope drop kick Kaden James halfway across the ring. Ran, knocked out Julia, who got involved, set both went up in the corner, like by the ropes, and kept doing those running knees to the faces. Brie mowed there, and the fact that she was just destroying them with running knees to the faces. Delivered yes kicks to both of them. Then they had enough and just double teamed Brie Bella big time with her running big boot side Russian leg sweep. They had our double team move on her. Paige tagged in, cleaned house for a bit. Kaden James hit a running shoulder tackle, driving the ear out Paige in the corner. Like, that had to hurt big time. Julia picked up Paige, hit a running brain buster on her, almost won the match there, but Paige kicked out in the nick of time. Everybody's fighting everybody at this point. Then Paige hits Rampage DDT on Kaden James for the 1-2-3. The backstage, Kaden James Jr. was shown arguing over the loss because replays showed that when Paige pushed Kaden into the ropes to set up for the Rampage DDT off the rebound, she knocked Julia off the ropes, who ended up kind of hitting a moonsault on the Brie anyway. But there was miscommunication there to cause the argument backstage. Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss took on D-Fab, Mia Yim with Jay Gardner on ringside. This match, I did not care much about because every match, Alexa Bliss gets attacked, gets beaten up. Charlotte Flair has to make the save, look unstoppable. Have Charlotte Flair suffer with a beat down for a change. Have Alexa Bliss pick up the win, for God's sakes. D-Fab, Mia Yim hit a double team pump kick to Charlotte Flair. Hit a double team pump kick into a top rope cross body onto Alexa Bliss. They worked on her for most of the match. Alexa got away, tagged in Charlotte Flair, did the fallaway slams to both win them, did those slow moving chops. Then Mia Yim went to her, Corona her, and messed up. She let go before Charlotte Flair could flip over. So Charlotte Flair flipped herself over. Like, that was sad to see. Jay Gajo got involved because Alexa Bliss was getting ready to hit Twist of Bliss on one of them for the win, and she got involved and pulled her friend out of the ring. Referee saw that, called for the bell. Charlotte Flair cleaned house, Alexa Bliss cleaned house, and Charlotte Flair wanted a piece of Jay Gajo one-on-one, but Jay walked away. Didn't want nothing to do with Charlotte Flair. Then backstage, Toxic Attraction 3.0 was showing they basically put a warning out that on SmackDown, they're going to keep winning. They're going to dominate. They're going to hurt people. And they're going to win some gold. That's the goal on SmackDown. And so far, They're doing a lot of hurting and picking up some wins, which I like because I love this stable. And this new one, Kara Reed, that took the place of Jasmine, she's clicking pretty good. I like her. But my favorite still in that stable is Jason Jade and Fallon Henry. Um, sorry. Just double checking. I didn't miss any matches. Oh, main event time. It's a setup after a contract signed in the ring. Cody Rhodes called out Gunther to sign the contract to fight him at Clash in Italy. Gunther came out, refused to sign the contract because he wants to do it at his terms, not at Cody's. So Wars Keys came out, was like, you know what? Open contract right there for title shot, Clash of Italy. You ain't gonna sign it. I'm gonna sign it. Went to sign it. Gunther stopped him. Nick Dallas came out and made the main event that the winner faced Cody at Clash of Italy for the Undisputed Universal Championship. The main event, Gunther Wars Keys. Before the match, Solo approached Wars Keys, said, look, for weeks now I've been asking you to join my group. You haven't said yes. You haven't said no. This is your last chance. I want to answer by next week. And it better be the right answer or you're going to suffer the consequences. Wars Keys didn't like that. He's basically getting threatened right there. Bell rang. Both Gunther Wars Keys kept running at each other, trying to knock the other one down with shoulder tackles. Hit like 4 in a row on each other. One after the other. Wars Keys won that. Started hitting a punch combo. Gunther started working on the arm. Applied armbar submission. Wars Keys got out of that. So Gunther started chopping the arm. Smashed the arm down. Big boot to the arm. Wars Keys ended that with a running clothesline, but couldn't capitalize because the arm was hurt. So he got Gunther out of the ring and delivered 2 World's Strongest Slams on the announce table, one after the other. Announce table didn't break. Still, he couldn't capitalize because it hurt the arm. Gunther attacked, hit a running drop kick to knock him into the corner. More chops. Went for a neck breaker, then decided just to chop him down instead. Wars Keys fought back with snap suplex, stone suplex, more clotheslines, but this time he's using the good arm, which made sense. Auto punch combo. Suddenly, he sent Gunther in the corner. Referee got knocked down. Solo comes out. Grabs the steel chair, tosses it to Wars Keys. Well, sorry, he slides to the ring. Wars Keys picked it up and decided to blast Solo in the face with the steel chair. Solo, you got your answer. He ain't joining your group, buddy. But that backfired to Wars Keys because he turns his attention to Solo. He turned around. Gunther just blasted him with running clothesline. Floored him big time. Powerbombed him. Picked up the win. Then Gunther gets hold of the camera and is just yelling at stop. Fighting Cody Rhodes at the pay-per-view in the month. Cody slides in the ring. Crossroads to end the show on Gunther. The only other segment really that happened that didn't lead to a match was Sami Zayn was backstage for the other night. First, he went to Nick Aldis and said, look, I want another shot at Trick Williams for the U.S. title. Nick Aldis said, you had 3 chances and you lost. Back in the line, win some matches, get your opportunity back. Sami didn't like that. Then he was shown talking to somebody about how he's being mistreated on SmackDown. You shouldn't have to fight to earn shots against Trick Williams for the U.S. title. He should just be granted free title shots because he's been here a lot longer. And he's not letting some newbie take a spot. He's saying, you shouldn't let nobody take your spot. Also, it's Gargano. That's 2 weeks in a row now he's been talking to Gargano. Is that going to lead to something, I think? Maybe a team up. And Gargano's laying across an equipment case and not answering. And Candice LeRae walked up and said, I'm fed up. You know, try your luck. I give up trying to get him motivated. She said, apparently going to NXT and fighting to win the North American title and lose the next night on NXT there. It didn't work, she said. Because look at him, he's back to laying across the storm equipment case. But when Sami said, don't let nobody take your spot and stay wherever around here. And when he walked away, Gargano started rolling his eyes and started standing up a little bit. So that's got to lead to something that he's finally now actually starting to stir again on SmackDown. The only match announced for next week is Tala Tonga versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Honestly, I'm starting to like not having all the matches ahead of time because SmackDown was really good tonight. They put on a really good show, I thought. Let me know below in the comments. Do you think they put on a good show or not? What were your favorite? Some of the matches. What were your least favorites? And do you like the fact they only announced 1 or 2 matches a week now instead of the whole match card for the week? Which I like because it makes you wonder all week long of what's going to happen, right? Because we don't know for sure all the matches and stuff ahead of time. And on Saturday night, the main event, the 4 matches is Penta next Saturday versus Ethan Page for the Intercontinental title. The Street Profits are fighting the Vision for the World Tag Team titles. SmackDown is putting on Last Legend and Nia Jax versus Brie Bella and Page for the Women's Tag Team titles. And Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair, Rhea Ripley against Jade, D-Fab, and Medium and a 6-woman tag. There you have it, folks. Now, my mom, my dad, and I were shopping. And came across this action figure. I had to get it. I don't have a Rikishi. And this is Rikishi before he was Rikishi. This is when he's known as Fatu. And he's still dancing that back when he was known as Fatu. But it's cool finding Fatu instead of like Rikishi. You know, before he became Rikishi. I like the back picture there. That's cool. He's offering a handshake to somebody there. I had to get it. It looks, awesome. I didn't have a Rikishi. I got one now, even though he's called Fatu. It looks awesome. I just love it. And in this series, you get Lex Luger, The Rock, and Booker T as when he was GR Bro. And apparently, you get to build the Big Boss Man when he was part of the NWO. I'm not going after the other ones. I just wanted this one from the set because it was my favorite looking. There you have it, folks. Stay safe, everybody. Too sweet. Bye.